Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, we will begin this portion of the Fall 2021 Commencement Ceremony at Florida Atlantic University. As we prepare to welcome our graduates, we would like to emphasize how much we all want to make this important occasion an orderly ceremony and to ensure that all graduates receive the recognition they have earned. To that end, would you please now silence all cell phones and electronic devices that could mar the dignity of the ceremony for our graduates. Air horns and other noisemakers may call attention to a particular individual, but at the expense of disturbing the ceremony for all others, denying the graduates and their families the honor of hearing their names called. Please refrain from using such devices. We ask you also to please remain seated during the entire ceremony through to the recessional, so that every student who crosses the stage today receives the respect of our attention. The ceremony will begin with a procession of the graduates, faculty, and platform party. Following the presentation of colors, national anthem, and speaker remarks, the awarding of degrees will begin with the baccalaureate recipients, the ceremony will conclude with the recessional. A professional photographer will take each student's picture as the student crosses the platform and at 2 other points off stage. The fire marshal requires that we keep all aisles clear, so we must ask that you not leave your seats to take individual pictures. We are also required by Florida law to advise you to take note of the nearest fire exit where you should proceed in the event of an emergency. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, to honor the graduating class of Fall 2021, please rise for the processional.
seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the University Marshal, Dr. Kimberly Dunn.
Good morning, Owls. Are you ready to graduate? On behalf of the entire faculty of Florida Atlantic University, welcome to the Fall 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Mrs. Jun Chen Chow, soprano, and the FAU Brass Ensemble of the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters Department of Music will perform our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, with Dr. Kyle Prescott, Director of Bands, conducting. Please rise for the presentation of the colors by the FAU ROTC Army Color Guard.
So proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the rampart we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare, the bombs bursting through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Florida Atlantic University's President, John Kelly.
Good morning, Owls. Dr. Dunn, members of the faculty, special guests, family members, friends of the Fall 2021 graduating class, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to Florida Atlantic University's 131st Commencement Ceremony. And before I proceed, please join me in giving another round of applause to the FAU Army ROTC Color Guard for the presentation of colors. And I'd also like to thank again the musicians from the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters for their performance. I want to acknowledge a couple of special guests who are joining me on stage here today. It's so critical that this university has strong leadership from the private sector. The chairman of the Board of Trustees, Anthony Barber, is here, and Student Government President Maxwell Simon is here. Please be recognized. I also want to recognize the dedicated men and women who worked so hard to quickly switch from remote learning last year to where our students would then have freedom to do their graduate work and undergraduate work online if necessary. And we were focused very much on your ability to graduate on time. I want to thank our dear FAU faculty. I'd be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge the tremendous toll that COVID-19 and the pandemic have had on all of us. Nationwide, we've lost more than 800,000 people, and I know that many of you may have lost family members or friends. Would you please join me in a moment of silence in honor of those whose lives were unfortunately impacted and taken by the pandemic? Thank you. Graduates, it is really wonderful to see all of you here today. It has certainly been a trying couple of years, and I know the COVID-19 pandemic challenged us in many, many ways. We struggled, we adapted, we mourned, but we endured. And today we gather to celebrate the most anticipated event of your college experience, your graduation. A few years ago, we started a tradition of giving graduates the opportunity to take a selfie from their seats. I started that because you were not supposed to bring your phones to this ceremony. But considering I know that none of you listened to that guidance, I would like to then now contribute to you an OWL photo bomb from here on stage. So this was actually inspired by FAU graduate and NASA astronaut Steve Swanson. He posted the first Instagram selfie from outer space. How about this, Owls? Are you ready now to continue this FAU selfie tradition? So get out that phone you were not supposed to have brought and take a selfie toward the stage, and I'm going to contribute a photo bomb for you here in the background. Okay, that was great. Thank you, and be sure to use the FAU hashtag FAUgrad and add an FAU GIF sticker to your selfie on Instagram or Snapchat so people from around the country can see what you've experienced today. You can find those by just searching Florida Atlantic. If you're on Twitter, I would love for you to tweet your selfies to me at FAU President. I have learned to tweet and retweet since I came to FAU. And so I would love to have you send those to me at FAU President, and don't forget the hashtag FAUgrad. Now, if you would please put the phones away. I don't want them to go off during your ceremony while we recognize each of you. We'd like for it to be cell phone free. I also want to take a moment to say a special word of welcome to all the family members and the friends in the audience, as well as those who are watching this ceremony via the web. I know how very proud you are of the graduates, and I want to thank you for the love and support that you've provided them on their academic journey. Graduates, please join me in a round of applause for your family and friends. Many members of this class chose to participate in the senior class gift tradition by donating $20.21, an amount that matches our graduation year, to support current and future OWLs. To signify that connection, graduates who donated are wearing special red and blue cords. Since the program's inception in 2014, more than 7,500 OWLs have contributed more than $180,000 toward the Senior Class Scholarship Fund. Congratulations to all of you. Today, more than 1/3 of our graduating class is doing something that no one in their family has ever done before. They're earning a college degree. I'd like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to our first-generation graduates. I am personally so very proud of you, and I know that this is the first of many. Would you please stand and be recognized? First gen. I'd like to acknowledge another very special group of graduates, the men and women who served this university and this country in the armed forces. Will any graduates who are currently serving in the military or who are veterans please be standing and recognized by this entire audience? We're very proud of the educational opportunities that FAU offers students of all ages. Our graduates range in age from 18 to 77. "70 of our graduates are over 50, 9 are over 60, and 2 are over 70. What wonderful role models they are for their children and grandchildren. Please stand and be recognized, senior scholars. We also take great pride for our students who achieve things at an exceptionally young age. 2 of this morning's graduates are only 18 years old. If you're up for adoption, I would be very interested in. They graduated from FAU High School in May, and now, just 7 months later, they are receiving their bachelor's degrees. 3 more graduates are 19 or 20. They graduated from FAU High School last spring. This is made possible by the fact that FAU High School allows dual enrollment and enrichment programs, which offers students the opportunity to study for high school diplomas and university degrees at the same time. I'd like to invite all of these impressive young scholars to please stand for a round of applause. Many FAU employees are students who are working toward degrees while simultaneously earning a living and caring for their families. If any FAU employees are in this ceremony, I'd like to invite you to stand so that your families, co-workers, and everyone here can recognize you for your moment of service and your moment of high accomplishment. FAU employees. Our student athletes contribute so much to the entire life of the FAU community as they strive to excel on the playing field as well as in the classroom. The Sandy Owls beach volleyball team has been ranked in the top 20 in the country since 2017. The football, baseball, softball, and women's soccer team each won 2 conference titles in the past 5 years. I want to congratulate these teams and ask any student athletes who are in this ceremony to please stand for one last round of applause from your FAU fans. Graduates, this year marks the 60th anniversary of the founding of Florida Atlantic University. That is when the state legislature granted funding to build Florida's 5th university right here in Boca Raton. Just 3 years later, in October of 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson stood in front of the breezeway where the brand new library was in the background and declared FAU officially open. The university had gotten off to a rather rough start, so it was a much anticipated day. Earlier that fall, just as FAU was prepared to welcome its first students, Hurricane Cleo hit South Florida. The storm caused extensive damage to the campus and delayed the start of classes. However, when the floodwaters receded and the power came back on, FAU's new faculty and students arrived, excited to begin the journey of learning in paradise. Of course, back then, the campus was no paradise. As you might have heard, it was built on the site of a former Army air base where the GIs were trained to use a radar technology that helped develop and successfully win the Allied forces in World War II. Many of you may see remnants on this campus of when it was a military base. Very important in our history of this country, the sacrifices that people made on this base. When the war ended, the land was neglected for more than a decade. And even when the campus reopened in 1964, the grounds were a stark landscape with little green space. It would be another 7 years before the trees that lined the area that you now know as Narnia on campus were spared from the expansion of I-95 and transplanted here by a faculty member, math professor Jack Freeman. Rumor has it at that time, the rattlesnakes outnumbered the students. I think today it's the iguanas that maybe outnumber the students, but it was then the rattlesnakes. It's no longer the case, but at one time, this university focused and it succeeded in carrying out its commitment to open the door of opportunity to all through education. When LBJ spoke at the dedication ceremony, making FAU one of the first universities in the United States history to be honored by this way in a sitting president, he shared some observations that remain true today. He said FAU plans reflected the future of education in America based on 3 criteria: full equity in educational opportunity, new learning ways to meet new demands, new methods to teach many more. And indeed, even back in the 1960s, FAU placed a special emphasis on welcoming a diverse student body, or on producing workforce-ready students to meet the evolving needs of our state and the nation, and on innovating ways to make education more accessible. This included, believe it or not, at that time, the broadcast technology to beam classes to students wherever they might be, just like they've now been beamed to your laptop or your handheld. We were well ahead of our time in that pursuit, as some of the most advanced technology needed to accomplish this task was not even yet available. However, thanks to the internet, distance learning ultimately became something many of us have now taken for granted, at least until March of 2020, when the world shut down due to the pandemic, and it became our only option. I know the past 2 years have not been what you imagined when you began your journey at FAU, and I want to commend you for adapting to this unprecedented way of living. The fact that you are graduating here today is proof of your intelligence, but perhaps more importantly, it also speaks to your resilience, a trait that will serve you well throughout the rest of your life. You remained focused on getting this degree, often completely isolated from your professors and your classmates, while trying to mentally and physically stay active. And while difficult, there is much to be learned from this experience, including the value of relationships and creative ways that we have learned to return those relationships from safe distances, like drive-by birthday parties and Zoom weddings. 2 things I hope I forget about. The end is in sight. As of last week, more than 200 million people nationwide have been vaccinated, which is an important step in eradicating this devastating virus. And we're finally able to get back with our friends and family members we have not seen in far too long. We also are now looking at opportunities for you not to have to always be in a classroom for the rest of your life. No matter where you go, anywhere around the world, you can come back to FAU virtually to continue your education. The freedom and opportunity now afforded through e-learning is exactly what this university's founders talked about in the 1960s when they were proposing new ideas in teaching. You've helped to carry out their vision and carry forward FAU's long-standing tradition of equity, innovation, and accessibility. You've succeeded in becoming one of the most educated groups of people ever in the world during one of the most challenging times in recent history. And your legacy will serve as an inspiration to future generations who will look to each of you as examples of determination and creativity in overcoming adversity. Congratulations, class of 2021. We are so proud of you. I'd now like to make a special presentation. The President's Distinguished Service Medallion is awarded to individuals who have rendered service of great value to Florida Atlantic University and the community at large. Established in 1991, the first President's Distinguished Service Medallion was awarded to FAU benefactor, and you've seen this name all over campus, Charles Schmidt complex on campus. Few people are more worthy of this recognition than the man that I am now having the pleasure of introducing. Abdul Mowberry is the founder, president, and CEO of GA Telesis. It's headquartered here in Florida. GA Telesis is one of the world's largest providers of products and services for the commercial aerospace industry, with 34 locations in 23 countries. Abdul's leadership has been recognized with the prestigious Wright Brothers Memorial Award from the Greater Miami Aviation Association and the Lifetime Achievement Award from the International Society of Transport Aircraft Training. Through the Family Foundation, Abdul and his wife Kathy have donated more than millions of dollars to contribute to charitable causes that directly impact children and young adults. He has served on the Board of Governors and the Wings Club Foundation and on committees for the PGA Tour Champions tournaments and 2021 Football National Championship game. He is also an advisor to several children's charities. He's a man that gives and never stops giving. He is a proud alumnus of this university, and he has served on our Board of Trustees as a guide for me for the last 10 years, including 2 past years as the chair of the board. During his time on the board, this university celebrated many landmark opportunities, including the launch of the Charles E. Schmidt College of Medicine, the opening of the FAU Stadium, the university being named the top public university in the state of Florida by the Board of Governors, as well as the top public school by U.S. News and World Report. His leadership and dedication to this university will benefit you and the Owls to come. It is now my great pleasure to present the President's Distinguished Service Medallion to a truly great friend of mine and the rest of my colleagues, and an alumnus of Florida Atlantic University, Abdul Mowberry.
All right, in full disclosure, I didn't listen to John either. But I was his boss 2 months ago, so I'm gonna do my selfie that I can post. All right, ringers off. I know I stand between you and a college degree, so I'll do my best, but and I'll try not to get all emotional. Wow. Well, first of all, good morning. Dr. Kelly, Chairman Barber, Dean Gropper, Provost Danilowitz, Dr. Dunn, thank you for being here today. I want to acknowledge my family in the front row and my partner, Andy and Tracy Tout. These people are very much a part of my success. This chain is heavier than I thought. It's kind of pulling me down towards the microphone, so excuse me. So it's a great pleasure to be here today, and as a matter of a good course, I first want to offer you congratulations. In about an hour, you will have received your bachelor's degrees, and I'm very proud of that. I sat where you sat about 30 years ago, and I know there's just a tremendous amount of excitement to get out into the world and start to flex that degree. As President Kelly mentioned to you, I'm an owl, and it was about 30 years ago, as I mentioned. I already had a job at graduation, so I felt pretty good about my transition from student life to professional life. Definition of that is poor college student eating ramen noodles and mac and cheese to somebody that could actually go through the drive-through. Wasn't a lot of money back then either. And there's some similarities in the room, and perhaps the world that I graduated in was a lot less complicated than the world today, principally because we didn't have the complexities of instant information driving our lives. The words Zoom and Teams were used in a completely different context, and the most spoken words were not, "You're on mute." Now, I don't, I can see this thing, ever remember being labeled as the baby boomers were before me, but I understand we have some baby boomers here today, but I guess I was a Generation X. I never paid any attention to it, nor did I find it relevant to my being, but apparently someone thought it was important enough to put a definition and a perceptual psyche around it that they named it. So here you all sit. I think you're vastly Gen Y and Gen Z. I heard a baby boomer and another Gen Xer here, so welcome to all of you with those labels. And as interestingly as I found, I bring this up because I'm now an employer, a major employer. I have a lot of employees, and I find myself running around and shuffling, trying to accommodate a workplace to accommodate all these labels. And that troubles me. Because I want you all to be identified by your individuality versus some generalization adorned to you. Our society seems hell-bent on putting you in a category to draw similarities and come up with conclusions as to why or why not you will be successful. I want your success to belong to you and not your generational title. I want all of the benefits that come with the hard work, dedication, perseverance, and innovation to be yours and not some ill-labeled generation. As I stated, like you, I sat there in anticipation of great things to come. I did this because a step from graduation to execution of greatness came with great sacrifice, and sacrifice that is proven to be well worth it. Like many of you, I worked to put myself through school. Maybe I was a little embarrassed about it at the time, but I certainly saw the value when I was done. Then FAU afforded me an education that led me to get a job before I left. I embraced the university and worked hard. I soaked up information like a sponge and worked long hours. 12 to 16 hours a day were a norm. I worked Saturdays and Sundays too. The fact is that I didn't stop learning when I left here. I started the learning process. At my first job, I became a manager of the guy that interviewed me and hired me 8 months after I started. I was a director at that company after 12 months. I became a vice president in my second year, and by the end of my fourth year, I was running global operations when I was offered a job to work at the world's largest hedge fund in New York. There too, I worked 12 to 18 hours a day. I spent every moment I could learning from the brightest minds and soaking up knowledge while gaining experience. Now, to be clear, I was out of school for just 4 years, but if you calculated the number of hours I worked, it was probably closer to 7 or 8 years of experience. And it was at that hedge fund where I wrote the first iteration of my business plan, and it wasn't long after that I decided to take what I learned and venture off on my own to start a company called GA Telesis. In fact, it was less than 8 years after sitting where you are sitting, that's 92 months after leaving FAU, that I started GA Telesis. I bring this up because there was no option or desire to work from home, nor would any of what I am about to tell you have been possible if I started my career working from my kitchen table. Don't be convinced that this is the new work standard. Be in the office, be part of the team, be relevant, be recognized, be there to innovate with a team. So back to GA Telesis. That startup almost 20 years later, as John mentioned, has 34 operations in 23 countries. It's considered the global gold standard in the airline services sector. My shareholders, past, present, collectively have about $4 trillion in balance sheet of capital, and I've managed billions of dollars of capital for institutional investors. Who would have thought that the average kid from FAU, average at best, would be the one who would build a company sought after by the world's largest financial and industrial organizations? Well, that happened, and in 2007, when I found myself standing on top of the World Financial Center in New York, having just sold half of my company to the second largest bank in the country, and to be clear, that bank turned me down for a job. I realized that success has no number. That was the first day of the beginning of the second chapter of my life. So over a decade later, I stand here before you, having just concluded 20 of the most difficult months in my career, navigating my company, who is perhaps one of the industries most impacted by the pandemic, while also serving as chairman of the Board of Trustees at Florida Atlantic University. In both cases, it came down to the people. Preserve the people because they are the pillars that hold up any great institution. One of my proudest moments was in May 2020, just after the onslaught of the pandemic, when I had a town hall with my employees. They, like most, were worried that the pandemic was going to do to what the pandemic was going to do to the company and how that might impact their employment and their lives. Now, keep in mind, from their perspective, they had every reason to worry. The company's revenues were down 84%, and they were living that reality every day. So I gathered them all together and told them the following. The management of the company had made a determination that we are not going to do layoffs in favor of other austerity measures to cut costs. It was more important to keep the integrity of the organization together than to save on payroll. I worked on a similar strategy with President Kelly and his staff as it related to FAU. Now, as we start our journey back from the pandemic, we do so collectively stronger. The product of the decisions made as it relates to my business are quantifiable. Recent analysis showed that in 2021, when the airline sectors were operating at 38% of the capacity they did in 2019, my company's revenues were up 80%, or were at 80% of 2019, proving that by keeping my team together, keeping the people together, keeping the fabric of my organization together, we picked up significant market share. Similarly, when I look at FAU and what we did to adjust to the new reality of hybrid learning, I look out at you as the proof that we did the right thing. My passion for FAU and its graduates runs deep. Receiving this great honor, having the benefit of seeing and participating in transforming a small commuter university into a U.S. News and World Report nationally ranked research university, a university that has evolved over years to one that is recognized for its accomplishments in all areas of academics, research, athletics, and unparalleled student life that affords our student body to go to school in paradise. Who else can boast that they went to school 1.8 miles from the beach? This is a special time for you, a time to celebrate what you have achieved as a student here at FAU, a time to reflect on what the years at the university have meant to you, a time to direct your attention to what's coming next in your life, and a time where you can restart your learning process. You came to this university seeking opportunities for the future, the kind of opportunities that can only be obtained with a college degree. But in addition to your degree, you received another wonderful benefit at FAU. You attended one of the most diverse institutions in the nation. You had the opportunity to socialize with, study alongside, and live with classmates whose backgrounds, customs, and beliefs are different than yours. I'm sure you didn't anticipate having your lives turned around by the pandemic, and I commend you for your tenacity in forging ahead and reaching this finish line. Through hard work and self-discipline, you've earned an academic credential that is recognized and respected around the world. Your experiences with and learning from each other will serve you well as leaders of tomorrow. I'm proud that you've chosen Florida Atlantic University as the place to pursue your education and academic goals, and you have my very best wishes and admiration for all that you have accomplished here at FAU. I am hoping that I've showed you what is possible with an FAU degree. My question to you is, what will you do with your FAU degree? Congratulations, class of 2021. Go Owls.
Thank you so much, Abdul. We're incredibly proud of you and your accomplishments, and what a great role model you are for all of us. We now come to that part in the program where we confer your degrees. Dr. Brett Danilovich, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, will direct the ceremony for the presentation of degrees. Dr. Danilovich.
Thank you, President Kelly. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you graduating today. The faculty and I are not only proud of your achievements, but we're also proud of your commitment to completing your journey in spite of the personal challenges you faced amid a global pandemic. We will now proceed with the presentation of baccalaureate degrees. I present the College of Business. Will Dean Daniel Gropper please stand? Now, will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Business please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for their baccalaureate degrees, are recommended for those degrees by the dean and the faculty of their college.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree for which you have been recommended with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new graduates!
Will all the graduates please be seated so we may continue with the ceremony? The candidates for baccalaureate degrees will now be escorted to the platform by their college undergraduate marshal so they may receive individual recognition of their achievements. I do request that our guests remain seated throughout the ceremony so the last graduate to cross the stage may receive the same recognition as the first. Thank you.
Jen Chow. Omar Vasquez. Catalina Cano. Julia Chant. Jessica Sternberg. Erickson Rogue. Kayla Martin. Stephanie Matias Estrella. Marissa Baccarella. Ted Anthony Yu, cum laude. Julia Paliska. Isabella Baptista, cum laude. Kristen Whitaker, magna cum laude. Kyle Gillen. Austin Lagowitz. Barbara Rocha. Carmen Lombarda, magna cum laude. Lindsay Nelson. Ruth Padilla Garcia. Tulsi Mystery, summa cum laude. Franco Lopez, magna cum laude. Devin Stover, cum laude. Rebecca Pierre Feast. Patrick Pierre Feast. Hillary Restropa Robles, magna cum laude. Austin Lazar, cum laude. Javier Paraliciti. Jack Griffin. Hortensia Barranco. Ana Maria Radu. Maria Paulo Escudero. Carlos Diaz, cum laude. Andy Lara Munez, summa cum laude. Michael Merowitz. Anthony Spoto. Kyle Hendricks. Kelly Paul. Jonathan Reese. Connor Benedict. Kevin Munhos. Michael Sosa, cum laude. Dylan Stolarts. Jackson Yaros. Ryan Lane. Wayne Schick. Colin Devon. Yassine Reed White. Logan Rogers. Alicia Fernandez Lopez, summa cum laude. Kenya de Posada. Maria Pardo, magna cum laude. Andrew Reed, magna cum laude. Artur Yasevicius. Alexander Singh. Stephen Clark. Justin Cash. Dylan Leon. Wanley Pierre. Camila Morera da Cunha. Congratulations. Sue Keen, Angel Key Cam. Christian Rivera Rodriguez. Gabriela Clemente. Janisha McInnes. Carl Martin. Marcel Padron. Abu Nahid, cum laude. Brandon Bell. Fernanda Bardelas. Elaine Ballesteros. Roosevelt Salnev. Catherine Rodriguez. Matthew Rendon. Joshua Buse. Livia Mendez. Sao Chan. Ed Percival. Let's go ahead. Catherine Fisher. Austin Tuzo. Brian Van Bavel, summa cum laude. Stephanie Anderson. Arthnie Anderson, magna cum laude. Anupa Ramdiya, magna cum laude. DeJerry Clement, cum laude. Alexander Pasararu, summa cum laude. Emanuela Jean-Baptiste. Ying Wang, summa cum laude. Austin Spinelli, cum laude. Mason Cummings. Jade Ames. Carolina Manzo, cum laude. Dakota Hathaway. Jesse Freelander. Quinn Molam. Jasmine De Lima, magna cum laude. Kimberly DeBatet. Anthony Lochelder. Joseph Bailey, magna cum laude. Francine Montez. Lisa Cox. Katiera Banks Wilby. Tyler Coles. Henry Hofstetter, magna cum laude. Jose Pantoya. Connor Manford. Shay Lewis, magna cum laude. Megan Gonzalez. Zach Burt, cum laude. Lauren Rundy, cum laude. Allison Williams, cum laude. Kaylee Dundove. Megan Christensen. Daniela Fornabayo. Lauren Jelinek. Danielle DiCarlo. Ariana Delfonso. Sarah Cook. Lila Owens. Angelica Guerrero. Alyssa Wilkowitz. Lauren Curtis, cum laude. Melanie Figueroa. Julie Rodriguez Paucas. Zayjun Abrantes. Ryan Brunton, magna cum laude. Samantha Kaufman, summa cum laude. Demoya Rose. Ryan O'Hara. Nathaniel Jennings. Angela Vargas. Ryan Shugru. Adi Binyamin. Anila Dudnauth. Marinette Gomez, magna cum laude. Adriana Fuller. Nicholas Del Carpio. Ryan Eagleton, cum laude. Danielle Floyd. Ashley Anderson. Alexia Alexandria Barrios. Nicole Marie Campana Torres. Julia Costa Pinto, cum laude. Daniela Moncayo. Ariana Name. Javier Bustamante. Fernanda Oliveira Earhart. Jeslie Pierre Lewis. Anthony Gonzalez. Mariam Hamatou, cum laude. Natalie Rayran Cardona, magna cum laude. Chantalise Orengo. Sierra Johnson, magna cum laude. Dean Barrow. Michael Cost. Corina Marshall. Kelly Bishop. Ethan Hockhauser, magna cum laude. Zachary Church. Michael Greninger. Jose Diaz. Brooke Gentile. Ali Frank. Hannah Doherty. Miranda Franklin, cum laude. Isaac Antonor. Kaylee Shriver. Jacqueline Pencia. Caitlin Westlock. Taylor Peacock. Victoria Gorzalak, magna cum laude. David Hancock. Ivan Sherpakov. Jacob Boer. Syed Ibrahim. Damari Armstrong. Andre Metanou. D'Angelo Wilson Fraser. Manuela Echeverria Mejia, summa cum laude. Diana Nunez. Andres Lozano. Feba Abraham, summa cum laude. Kiana Delfino. Danielle Dent. Andres Beltran. Valentina Croises, magna cum laude. Vanessa Lombana. Olivia Butler. Rashawn Kendall. Jared DeLugo, cum laude. Badan Daz. Nicholas Hernandez. Maxim Gerchikov. Randy Dianand. Devin Christensen. Gwendolyn Figueroa. Tatiana Valacio. Gritti Benevea, summa cum laude. Anthony Lucido. Raul Trestini. Javier Amaro Bojerquez. Matthew Carvalho. Jennifer Barnes. Natalie Corrales, cum laude. Jaya Floyd. Jaya Floyd. Jessica Berbrayer, magna cum laude. Lizette Burgos. Gerardine Septimus, magna cum laude. Samora Alexis, magna cum laude. Nicole DeLance, cum laude. Magda Cassiano, summa cum laude. Angelica Coates. Marceline Fazikis. Mitchell Etienne. Evan Bailey. Allison Kraft. Michael Cancio, magna cum laude. Stephen Simsot. Gabrielle Veloso. Nicholas Townsend. David Golden. Tyler Freeman. Felicia Greenberg. Crystal Fish. Christine Awad. Ayana Bradshaw. Frederick Torres. Daniel Fuentes Linderman. Esma Jakub. Skylar Allen. Christina Diodonet. Mackenson Daniel. Diana Dang. Alicia Hamilton. Sierra Gay, magna cum laude. Samantha Desrivanes. Jason Heinzgill. Analu Gulin, magna cum laude. Dairene Porta Perez. Uninda Fenelon, cum laude. Tina Wynn, cum laude. Emma Grissom, magna cum laude. Kiara Deal Adams. Catherine Siski. Kender Selicour. Molinoli Gerspacher. Nicholas Atkinson. Sharma Buzik. Beatriz Rico. Fiorella Zamora. Kelly Juste. Ben Jeanstall. Nerlene Hilaire. Flavia Castro. Tenaria Mitchell. Yashay Gordon, cum laude. Anna Derlene Elustort. Blake Berriman. David Delphine. Nicole Kafka, cum laude. Christine Vargas. Aisha Dominguez, cum laude. Wade Howard. Sebastian Casanova. Maria Gavril Chu. Rania Halal. James Beck, cum laude. Giovanna Palacio. Juanita Gonzalez. Talisa Simpson, magna cum laude. Stefan Casillas, cum laude. Shamika Zemard. Kevin Eli Joseph. Gabriela Aragundi, cum laude. Nathan Miller, cum laude. Cesar Manero. Jorge Osorio. Pedro Pages. Mangina Norbrun, cum laude. Cindy Flores. Tiara Abrams. James Robillard. Elias Cassiani. Terry Lewis. Adkisha Jean. Megan Dougherty. Tanifa Fragi. Yanni Clar Celestine. Jamari Spikes. Genesis Zapata. Sandra Neves Montero. Bernard Pierre. Brenna Smalling. Genovia Lang. Esther Renee. Darren E. Seymour. Darius Marta. Omar Khalid. Matthias Chavez. Matthew Morgenstern. Luis Lopez. Carola Ordonez. Yago Secheni. George Passenred. Christine McElroy. Elijah Lampert. Alexandra Villeda. Amy Shafran, summa cum laude. Lucas Topper. Vitali Ojalvo Garcia. Rhiannon Suarez. Jamie Pitts. Madison Latoile. Susanna Roque Garcia, cum laude. Kadar Myers. Jessica Plummer. Ivan Mikhailenko, cum laude. Zarella Machado, summa cum laude. Ty Tendrich. Jonathan Lloyd. Jonathan Nask. Joy Dean. Ramika Remy, cum laude. Arsal Oyeri. Sylvia Romani. Jennifer Schmidt. Diago Valencia. Emmanuel Matos Rolon. Cindy Rios. Jonathan Landy. Jacqueline Whitaker. Parnia Mersa. Isabel Vuga, cum laude. Heidi Rosario. Dilia Mejia. Stephanie Moyes. Rachel Whitehead. Nolise Sanchez, magna cum laude. Amy Hijo, summa cum laude. Luz Fraser, cum laude. Desiree Schwinnard. Emma Lefou. Yusuf Takrori. Juan Benavides. Jose Zerpa Franco, cum laude. Leo Palacio. Michael Santiago, cum laude. Brittany Frasetto. Valentine Massey. Okay. Francie St. Fleur. Noon Nguyen. Jessica Oviedo. Shane Matai, cum laude. Denise Anglade Blan. Stephanie Pabon. Johnson Septimus. Alicia Quinones. Bailey Warren. Caitlin McCarty. Omar Mubarak, magna cum laude. Ramon Lopez. Emily Weingarten. Jonathan Roth. Renee Simone Woodfine. Miguel Vidal. Michael E. Ward. Dominic Polomeni. Daniel Rodriguez. Christian Rodriguez. Tiffany Ramchell. Ryan March, magna cum laude. Justin Hine, cum laude. Austin Pelton. Zachary Jordan. Tyler Webb. Kristen Mays. Jalea Nobles. Michael Monsalve. Juan Zapata. Emmanuel Moschini. Kyle Summershoe. Alan Week, summa cum laude. Reed Griffin. Samantha Petrie, cum laude. Clarissa Maldonado. Rochelle Thomas. Nicholas Budd. Jason Yao. Kanha Marn. Bridget Quispe, magna cum laude. Natalie Souza. Melvin Mapofu. Kimberly Lamson Scribner. Jada Williamson. Sophie Stelter. Verena McHale. Fiola Zutu. Paul Steger. Jose Luis Escudero Rodriguez. Michelle Scott, magna cum laude. Miguel Nino de Guzman. Morgan Woodell. Ryan Rojas. Carlos Fagoz. Andres Ochoa. Alistair Wilgress Pipe. Lataro Banchero. Jackson Kippers, cum laude. Aaron Clark, cum laude. Tatiana Zilkina, summa cum laude. Kelsey Coles, magna cum laude. Dexter Dixon. Katharina Carcamo. Rosangelica Machado. Lindsay Moore, cum laude. Michelle Martinez. Brianna Wong. Sade Wallace. Christian Marine. Chi Tran. Kenny Bowie. Pamela Hernandez. Sonia Gomez Rodriguez. Cameron Sporer. Enrique Barrios, cum laude. Luis Gonzalez. Marissa Samanigo. Sarah Higa. Marlon Simon. Armando Rodriguez. Martine Alvarez. Lacey Platt.
I now address you for the first time as graduates of Florida Atlantic University. You are now privileged to transfer the tassel to the left side of your cap and receive a standing ovation from this audience.
Congratulations, graduates. This completes the conferral of degrees honoring you today. We would like to remind our guests to remain at their seats until the platform party and all of the graduates have recessed from the auditorium. In addition, please meet your graduates outside as the main building will be closed at the conclusion of the ceremony. And now, Ms. Jun Ten Zhao and the FAU Brass Ensemble of the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters will lead us in singing the Florida Atlantic University alma mater. If you are too busy studying to memorize the words, they will appear on the screens above the stage. Please rise.
breezes blowing, the search of truth goes on. Seeking, learning, sharing knowledge, finding the meaning of the past that is gone. When age ebbs with pleasant weather, we strive to learn to